Back to Building Your Empire with SophieZo. I'm Sophie Zolman, the owner and CEO of SophieZo Next Level Business Support and the host of the show. Today, I want to talk to you about strategy and specifically smart strategy because your success is determined by the strategies you put together to achieve the goals that you have for your business and your life. Because you have to have a goal, obviously, and then you have to have a strategy, and then you have to have a plan, and then you have to do the work. And your team has to do the work. It's not just you, it's a group effort. So I want to make sure as you are doing your strategy planning sessions with your team, your coach, your strategist, whatever the case may be, that you're doing things smartly. You're not just throwing stuff together as in throwing spaghetti against the wall to see what works. You have to define your goals and what your definition of success is first and foremost, of course. And then you have to do the strategy planning and the strategizing because the strategy of how to achieve those goals is the first important piece to put together before you can make a plan of action and start doing, etc. So, as you're going into your planning and strategy session with your team or with your coach or strategist or both, depending upon how you operate and how you do your strategy planning, I want you to ask yourself a few questions first. First and foremost, is the goal that you're trying to attain with the strategy aligned and attainable with the vision of your business? So, in other words, have you chosen a realistic goal that is attainable in the time frame you've given yourself, say 12 months, 6 months, whatever that is, and is it aligned with the vision of your business? Because a lot of people will just think of a goal and make one up just to have a goal. And that's really not effective. And trust me, I've been there, done that. I have been in a group of women who are in a coaching program who are learning about setting goals, attaining goals, strategizing, all those things. And I myself have gotten caught up in the heat of the moment and gone, I want $1 million and I want to make it in 12 months and I want to do it, I don't know how. And then I try to figure out how to get to $1 million in a year. And I go into hustle grind mode and I go into ineffective ways to do this because I'm not really my goal is not truly attainable based on my business model, based on what we do, and based on my ease and grace, time and space mantra. And when I really look at the vision I have for my business and my life, that's not it. That's not aligned with where I'm going and what I'm doing and why I'm doing what I'm doing. So, as you go into your strategies and planning sessions, you've got to make sure that you have a realistic, attainable goal that is aligned with your vision for your business. And it's got to be something you truly want and desire. Just because other people want $1 million, top line revenue doesn't mean that's what you want. You really got to dig deep and figure out what you really want, what you really desire, and then set your goal that is attainable and realistic and aligned with that vision. So, next, does your data support your strategy? Oh, wait, are you even tracking data? Data tracking of what works and doesn't work in your business is key to being able to strategize what's going to work to get you to your goals with not only ease and grace, but sustainably and like in a rinse and repeat manner, so to speak, ongoing. Because if you're just throwing spaghetti against the wall to see what works and you're not even really tracking the data behind those things to really truly know what works, then you're just going to be continually throwing spaghetti against the wall to see what works and hoping and praying it works. You definitely need to set up a data tracking system with your goal in mind, the things that need to go into achieving that goal, and the KPIs and stats to track and back it up. Because strategy without data supporting the effectiveness of what you're doing and how you're doing it is going to be, I'm a broken record this morning, throwing spaghetti against the wall to see what works. Next, the next question that is really important here is the strategy you want to put together for the goal that you have for the success of your life, your business and life. Do you have the money, the materials, the manpower, and the delivery methods required to meet these goals? Do you have the tech? Do you have the team? Do you have the content? Do you have the syllabus or the outline or the digital product already done? Do you have the funnels and the marketing initiatives to go with it? And do you have the money to support everything you need to do to create a strategy that is going to be implemented to achieve your goals? Because without those things in place, it's going to be hard, overwhelming, and likely less than successful, if completely unsuccessful. Now, granted, failure is not bad. Failure in the right mindset allows you to learn from the mistakes, from what you did, and try again with different ways of doing things or changing it altogether, whatever the case may be, which goes back to your data. You won't know what's working and not working unless you have the data to back it up. I mean, other than, launching something and zero people show up, zero people sign up, that's a clear indicator that it didn't work. But if you don't have data behind the things you did to market it, sell it, etc., you're not going to know why it didn't work. And that's important. So make sure you have everything you need to be able to create the strategy for the goal that you have and implement it effectively, efficiently, and as successfully as possible. And then last but not least, which kind of ties into the last one, is can you clearly define each step you'll need to take to make your strategy a success? In other words, you have the goal and you're going to put together this strategy on how to achieve it. Does that strategy break down into step-by-step actionable things that you and your team can do to get to that goal, to attain the success that is based in the strategy that goes with the goal? Because if you just have this very high level, very vague strategy of how to attain your goal, you're not going to be able to build out a very detailed plan of action to implement the strategy to get to the goal. Because strategy is key, but it has to be a clearly defined strategy that is easily translated into step-by-step action that you and your team can take to achieve it. For example, if you have a goal to make $500,000 in the next 12 months, you're going to build a strategy that is going to incorporate the different products, services, marketing initiatives, tracking systems, etc., that are going to go into achieving that goal. But that's the vague part. You actually need to break that 12-month period down into 90-day chunks. And then each 90-day chunk needs to be broken down into monthly plans of action. And all along the way, you're tracking the data of the initiatives you're doing, because you want to take things step by step to get to the goal that you want in that 12 months. So when you are looking at the overarching goal for your business and getting to it, strategy is key, but it has to be a clearly defined strategy, one that can be put into a clearly defined plan of action, and you have to have all the resources to back it up to be able to do it, and the data to track to be able to know what's working, what's not working. Because here's the thing, if you put together this 12-month plan and you even break it down into 90-day chunks and then 30-day chunks from there, and you're not tracking the data to know what's working and not working, and you're just waiting till the initiative is over to go, okay, we said we are going to sell this. We wanted to sell this many. We only sold this many. But you have no idea why you didn't hit your goal. And the other thing about data support behind your initiatives is you can see before the initiative is over if it's working or not. And if you need to make tweaks along the way to fine tune it to get to the end goal of that particular chunk in time. So let's talk strategy. Let's do strategy, and let's do it with a smart approach to make your things actionable and achievable in your business, and this can apply to anything. This can be in your business, in your life, because we all have life goals too. And you can fine tune and tweak these things that you do in your business and implement them in your life too. Because everything you want to do in your goal, in your business and your life needs strategy, actionable plans, and tracking to know what's working, what's not. Because here's the thing, maybe in your personal life, you want to buy a new Tesla and say your new Tesla is going to cost you $85,000. And you either want to pay cash outright for it, or you want to have a sizable down payment to finance it so that your monthly payments are at X level that you believe you can afford and that you're willing to pay every month. So how are you going to get either the full $85,000 or that down payment that you need? You need a strategy and a plan of what you're going to do to get the money to be able to do those things. Now, that may come from your business and it may not. There's many ways to generate revenue and to get together money for a new car. So that's what I got for you today. If you have any questions, please comment below, DM me, go to my website and book a 30-minute free call to chat about it. I'm happy to go into greater detail to answer specific questions for you and your life and your business. And if you don't have the team that you need backing you up to do the things you want to do, we can talk about that too. You can find out if an all-in-one team that does all things marketing and or operations is right for you, or if you are more the type of person who does need to hire one by one over time or whatever the case may be, because having the support behind you of a team of people to do the work that you can't do, don't want to do, etc., is going to help you with this strategy and with the implementation of it and achieving the goals that you have. So I hope you all have a great rest of your day, and I'll see you again next week.